Gentlemen, ladies, if there are any out there, still waiting for my first sale to a female who plays MVP baseball. Hasn't happened yet in years. So, gentlemen, I guess I'd say this one's for you. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update about what's going on. And I wanted to talk about a couple things. Obviously, the baseball season's gone a little haywire. Well, not even a half season, 60 games. So I'm not going to be doing any ratings updates. I'm still doing trades as they happen. So the rosters are updated. Right now it's the 29th. I had sold a roster last night on the 28th. So the rosters are updated as of August 28th when you're watching this video, or I should say when I'm shooting this video. But every time one sells, I update it. I make sure the transactions are updated. Now, with the statistics, which is related to the ratings, I'm going to do those as we get closer to the end of the season. And I'm going to put up the main players, kind of like guys that had super hot seasons, rookies. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like I've said in the past when I do these update videos, these are all on the house. These are my way of thanking you guys for buying the rosters. So I wanted to show you a few things here first to show you what I'm talking about. First one, a lot of guys that are hot, like Trevor Bauer. He's having an outstanding season. That's as of August 28th, like I said, but there's guys like Max Fried, for instance. So let's go take a look at him on the Braves. Guys that are coming out of nowhere. Okay, so here he is here. Max Fried, I'm looking for him. Here he is. Ian Anderson, he made his rookie debut. Now these ratings, I think it was 6 innings he went. So we'll see how he progresses through the rest of the season. The ratings I have him here were based on where he was in the previous season, AA. Now let's take a look at some of the other guys. And there's a lot of guys that are having super crazy years that I wanted to show you here that'll be getting ratings updates. White Sox, obviously you know the guy. You know the guy you're looking for. In the game here, I actually have him in AAA. That's because he hasn't had a ratings update. Towards the end of the season, again, we'll get him updated. And like I said, check back. Say mid-October, late October, I'll throw these videos up for you guys. Again, freebies for guys that buy, and even guys that are editing on their own at home. So Robert's one. Another guy that you're definitely going to want to look at. Blackman. We'll see how hot he can stay, but his ratings are already pretty solid. Had him rated at about a 300 hitter based on his stuff last year. Jesse Winker, Donovan Solano, Hanser Alberto. Guys that weren't historically performing as well as they are this year. So what I'm going to do when I update them is I'm going to give some kind of blend of their career stats. Now obviously I'll give them a bit of a bump more towards how they're performing this year. But I don't want to have a guy like Donovan Solano, for instance. Say he stays hitting 336 like he is right now. Not going to just bump him up to a 5-star because his track record isn't indicative of that. And similarly, like if we have a 5 or a 4-star guy, say Arenado ended up hitting 227 on the year or 250. Not going to totally downgrade him because you know that he's got a solid track record. So let me show you a few other guys. Obviously Detroit, they've got Casey Mize if he's, okay, so he's here. So he'll be a guy maybe we look at. Some of the guys making their debuts halfway through the season though, that's kind of difficult. So usually what I do is I'll give them like kind of like a half bump. A guy that I'll tell you I did do that with was Aaron Savali. Outstanding year last year for Cleveland, but limited amount of innings. And even here, I still have him just in AAA. At this point, he's still killing it in MLB. So he's a guy that'll be definitely getting a big upgrade if he continues to produce the way he has. So towards the end of the season, again, I'll blend his 2019 and 2020 seasons together to get an accurate rating. Another rookie, super hot guy you're going to want to see is Kyle Lewis, obviously. He's down here. Again, he's like Luis Robert. I had him rated at this because he was actually double AAA last year. So his ratings are looking really bad. based on what he's doing, you might see it and you're like, Kyle Lewis, what's he doing? He's so much better, right? He did have some ABs last year, but not enough. So we'll blend him again with his 2019 stats. A guy I thought of, a reliever, a guy you may not think of, Devin Williams of the Brewers. Guy just killing it this year, at this point. In terms of rookies, another one, Dobnak. In this game, in the roster, I actually have him as a reliever. That's what he was billed as. And here he is in AAA. Obviously, you guys know he's been money so far. So he's another guy that'll be getting an update. Let's see, the Royals, Stomont. Didn't even hear of the guy, really, before this year, even though I had him in the game. So you see him here, he's in MLB, but his ratings are based on kind of like the prospect rankings and stuff like that off MLB that I was looking at. So now that he's getting a lot of innings in, I'll be able to go ahead and rate him and do his fan graphs, which would be really good. So look for his ratings update as well. Other guys that are hitters that you'd want to look out for, a guy like Austin Nola, David Fletcher, Ketel Marte, Jose Abreu, guys like that. Let me take a quick look at the rookies. And I'm actually looking at MLB right now in terms of the statistics and everything. Cronenworth of the Padres, Kyle Lewis. Not too many rookies are getting a lot of run this year. A lot of young guys though. Solak, Robert. Honer is getting a lot of at-bats, but he wasn't doing too hot really. And then pitching wise, let me drop a few more names for you guys here before I end this video. Some names to look out for that are hot right now. Not rookies, but Bieber, Lance Lynn, Yu Darvish getting his stuff back together, Sonny Gray, Pablo Lopez. Zach Gallen is a guy that's going to need an update. Last year he had some run, not enough to where I gave him the full. See, he's kind of like an in-between update guy like Savali. Had him a little bit higher because he had more innings. Christian Walker's been hot this year. But if he stays hot, no reason to think he won't, but if he stays hot, he'll be looking at an update. Now, young guys like Framber Valdez, guys that didn't have much run before like Dylan Bundy, Spencer Turnbull, and then rookies obviously like Dustin May. Let me show you Dustin May real quick. And again, I had him rated at, I believe, kind of like the equivalent of a AA guy. He might even be here. Yeah, see, here he is in AAA. Graterol, he was billed as a starter, so obviously I'll flip him to a reliever once I do his stuff. But let me take a look here. Gonsolin of the Dodgers getting some run. I don't know why they're not giving him more run. The guy hasn't given up an earned run in 14 innings so far. Karinchak, that was another guy. James Karinchak. Let me show you him real quick on the Indians. Let's see, I have him in the show. He was actually a late addition. I didn't have him in the game last year. Or up until maybe August, I should say. So he's here. I'll be able to get his full fan graphs done for you guys. A couple other guys that may be hot. Guys that you might not even think of. Somebody like Jonathan Hernandez of the Rangers. Sam Selman of the Giants. Justice Sheffield of the Mariners. David Peterson of the Mets. These are all guys that have been in the game, but didn't really get a ton of run in the past. So they're definitely going to need an upgrade. So again, I just wanted to share this video with you guys, let you know what I'm going to be doing. And just to say, come back after the season's over. I'll be posting videos up here, so, you know, if you've subscribed, you'll get the videos. If you click the notification, you'll get notifications for that. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and then check back in October for ratings updates. As I said, they're freebies for you guys. You can use them as kind of a guideline if you're doing your own updates. And just check them out and see how I rate things. Kind of getting with guys that are hot and getting them updated in the game to where they perform like in real life. So thanks for watching that video, everybody. Take care. Keep playing MVP.